You think that's wrong?
What do you think?
It's interesting because I think it's right, for example.
Really?
First of all, why would a man not want the woman to work?
A lot of causes. Because,
Give me an example.
for example, me, I want to protect my woman. So I don't want to someone or boss see my wife or look at him or do something. I will kill him. Absolutely.
Hi, and welcome to Taboo with Mimi, the podcast that talks about anything and everything, really, that is taboo in this world. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. No. But seriously, I go around the world because I'm a digital nomad and I interview people from different cultures and ask them about their taboos. Why? Because it's time to talk about them. Some things will hopefully make you think. Others will maybe gross you out. But most things will be something you can relate to. So there you have it. Welcome to Taboo with Mimi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Taboo with Mimi. I am joined today with my friend. I call you Z.
Yeah.
But you're going to say actually what your name is. Who are you, Z? And why are you here?
Hi, Taboo with Mimi guys. My name is Zouhair. I'm a content creator from Morocco. And I'm super happy to be here with Mimi. Incredible. I promise you, after one year or 2 years, let's see what's gonna happen with this YouTube channel. I believe in Mimi. I believe she's a super enthusiastic person, and 100% this podcast will be one of the most famous podcasts in the world. Yeah, in the world.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget share, subscribe, comment as well.
But yeah, thank you for this. But I want to focus about you, Z, because you're a very interesting person. So you said you're from Morocco.
Yeah.
Where are you from? How was growing up in Morocco?
City is Casablanca, and we can say the economic capital. It's crowded and there's a lot of people there just for work, but it's really amazing place. It's a really amazing city. Morocco in general, amazing country. So just we have something to change, a lot of things to change, and especially about mindset of people. This is the most important thing.
What do you mean?
Educational system. We should change the educational system first. Also the culture, because a lot of taboos that we speak in Morocco a lot. And with the religion, we have a lot of conflicts, okay, a lot of conflicts. In Casablanca, especially, the city, the streets, when I grew up, is miserable and really bad. It's not easy to live there. It's live in a film, the mafia, for example, in Italy or that stuff. So one day, what happened? Someone, our neighbor, someone burned his brothers in
Wow.
front of everyone.
Why?
Because of just some financial problems. And also, that's why the educational system is very important. If you have strong education, you have strong people, and especially about mindset. And if not, it's miserable.
How's the education in Morocco? What was your education like?
Education in Morocco, it's like the teacher wants just to teach for money. Not because the job, he likes the job, he want to give the best. And this is the real issue. And also the salary of teachers around $500. The minimum wage is $300.
300 USD. Yeah.
Mimi, what you can do with $300?
Yeah, I don't know. Not much.
You can't do anything. And that's a big message to people who are born in Europe or in the United States of America or in the first world countries. It's really advantage for them, because if you don't have a chance in your country, for example, you can move to any country, Switzerland, for example, Germany, the United States, Canada, and find jobs. But if you're born in Morocco, it's really hard. You can't travel. You can't afford travel ticket, and a lot of things. And you need visa and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
And you're stuck. People want to provide for their families and they can't. So they look for a better life and they come to
Sure.
different countries and work usually. Until what age did you study?
I got a diplomate about audiovisual option video editing.
From the University of
Yes,
Casablanca. Yeah.
yes, I finished the high school and I went, but not from the university, from like the university, but especially for people who want to work, okay, not study. So it's like a center for teaching people stuff that you need to apply.
Yeah. It's not just theory. They teach you a
Yes,
job.
exactly. Yes, not just theory.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I get diplomate, and after that, I said to myself, what's the path that I want to follow? I have no idea about the future. I have no idea about what should I do next. Nothing. And the most important thing, and I really like this quote, the quote is, if you don't want to be like the people around you, don't waste your time explaining your goals and your actions to them, because you don't want to live the life that they are living. That's what he said to me, that should I live with $100 a month and living in a small room and the rat race, the matrix in Morocco, not the matrix in the United States of America. So we are not the matrix, it's jail. So you can do nothing, you can't travel, you can't do nothing. And at that point, I decided to do something. I started e-commerce business, and I put the products in the store and all the process, and they start generating money. And suddenly, I start making more than my mom and all the people around me. And the people around me made the amount of money that they make in 1 month. I made that amount of money, but in 1 week or 3 days.
Wow. What were you selling?
Different products from AliExpress and
Oh, it was like drop shipping.
yes, it's like drop shipping, but local. I order the stock, I start selling when I have the stock. The process is super fast, not like drop shipping.
Like you do have the products come to your place and then you would ship them over.
I
No.
order stock, 100,
Things to
200.
your place.
Yes, to my place.
Yeah.
And they start shipping to people. At that moment, they said, wait a minute, that's really work. So I need to scale. I start scaling my business. They're generating money, and people said to me, "Did you do something illegal?" Oh, that's not. Oh, no. Why you make a lot of money? But I didn't care. I
Kept
continue.
going.
Yes, I
Yeah.
continue. And after that, what happened? When I realized that my goals got bigger and bigger, financial goals. So that's why I said to myself, bro, you need to stop e-commerce and do something scalable, really scalable. And I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and gurus and all that stuff, and I realized that successful people, there are something common. So they all have personal brand. And for example, The Rock, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock grew his startup from zero to $2 billion with zero advertising. And he said, what? Kylie Jenner, Huda Beauty, Cristiano Ronaldo, what? What they did? Just personal branding. I said, I need to work with my personal branding. I start creating content then.
When did you start your content creation journey?
When? 2022 August.
August 2022. So you're like, okay, I want to do something that is scalable and that is better than just e-commerce.
Yeah.
And it's August 2022 and you start. You say, I have to start from personal branding.
Yes.
And so you start doing videos. What are the videos about?
I start generally, but specifically education and personal development, habits, 10 books to read, and I start posting. I don't care about views, I don't care about subscribers. People I know that start reaching my YouTube channel and my Instagram account, even closest friends also, and that's a little bit, you feel shy, you feel nervous. Yes, it is scary for you.
Sometimes it still is, actually, because I talk about very personal topics, like I just did a video about sexually transmitted disease. That's a personal topic. Or I do other topics that are really... So some of those are still like, I still feel like, oh, I'm putting myself out there. But I know that the goal is bigger. So it's worth it. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, it's the same. And now, how you feel when you start speaking about front of the camera?
Oh, I've always felt good in front of the camera since I was like a little girl. It's never been like an issue for me to be in front of the camera. It's more about thinking like who is going to see this and the reactions of people that I love about it. For me, it's not so much about strangers because I don't care about strangers and their opinion as much. But I care about people I know and their reaction. That's what scares me the most. Even just like maybe like high school friends or like people that I know and that would say something like, oh, this is so shit, Mimi.
But it's hard. It's hard to find you.
Yeah, that's what I'm most scared of. Yeah, I read this book called The Courage to be Disliked. It's really important.
What? Courage to be disliked.
To be disliked. It's a very good book. I recommend it to you. And I think that was my main block for a very long time in content creation because you have to be brave to put stuff out there that people could like and people could not like. And if you come from, and then I also wonder about you and how you feel, but if you come from a people-pleasing background like myself, where I used to be wanted to, everybody wants to be liked, but I feel like people-pleasing is like very big for me. So I've always wanted everybody to like me. And then you put out there a lot of content that is controversial, that you know it is. And so a lot of people stop liking me, or new people stop not liking me, right? Some people disliked my comment and stuff, and people unfollowed me, and people got mad about what I said and stuff. And I think that was really hard for me.
Yeah.
And I had to take breaks for that. And all the hateful comments that I got. But it's part of the game. If you want to be out there, it's part of the game.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I think. How is it for you?
The haters is everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't avoid that. Can't. Yeah. And you need to manage. The problem is when you start a small channel, for example, it's hard to manage those comments, those bad comments, in fact. But after gain a lot of followers and a lot of subscribers, you start, don't care, you say to myself, don't care. So if you don't have haters, you are in the wrong way. You are in the wrong way, absolutely. So you need to change. You need to do something that people can hate you. And this is really interesting because when people start hating you, you start push and do a lot of work much harder than before. It's like you need to prove that they are wrong and you are right. And especially for you, you speak about very dangerous topics. So 100, up 10,100%, you will receive 10,000s of bad comments.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I already have.
But the potential of going viral for you, super high. Yeah. Because, yes.
Do you think social media is taboo in Morocco? Or being a content creator is taboo? It's definitely, from my point of view, being a content creator is now a lot more accepted than what it was like 5 years ago, for example, or 10 years ago. People were like, what the fuck? Is that even like a real job? And then people start seeing that it is a real job. People actually make money and good money out of it. Yeah. And people love it. So it has become more mainstream, and now I feel like it's accepted to be a content creator. But what was your journey with it?
Content creation in Morocco nowadays,
not good.
Yes, not good at all. People need quick money. And on TikTok, Instagram, but especially in TikTok, super bad. Stupid challenges and dirty talks. It's hard to change that. Because the problem is those influencers make a lot of money. And they share the money that they make with the audience, with people. And the young generation get inspired from that. And a lot of people quit their
jobs.
not jobs, just education.
Studies, yeah.
Yeah, studies as well.
Instead of going to university, they start a
Yeah.
channel on TikTok.
Yeah, I start channel on TikTok and do stupid shit. Again, a lot of followers. And not just followers, a lot of money as well. And especially for girls, it's like OnlyFans. Yeah, TikTok, it's look like OnlyFans in Morocco. A lot of young girls show their body and do sexual activities, we can say, just for money. And this is really bad
Why?
because you give nothing.
It has no value.
Yeah, there's no value. Where's the value from showing us your body or doing stupid challenges?
It depends on the challenges and depends on the type of content. For me as a woman, sometimes showing parts of my body that I feel, obviously it depends on context and it depends on what you show and everything. But I feel like for me, like showing part of my bodies or part of my insecurities about my bodies can inspire other women to feel maybe less lonely about some of their insecurities or not being afraid of, showing your body. And I wonder what it is in Morocco, but for most religions, women have to cover.
Yes.
And we can say it's right or it's wrong. It doesn't matter. For some people it's right, for some people it's wrong. Some people want it. Some women want to cover, and it's great. And some women don't want to cover, and it's okay too.
There are some red lines,
What are the lines for you?
not showing everything.
But you can do nudity on TikTok.
In Morocco, it's look like the same,
As far as I know, TikTok has like very strict guidelines for nudity and like what you show, what you cannot show. But maybe Morocco is different.
For example, in Europe, maybe it's okay, but in Morocco, no.
Why is it not okay?
Not okay because of the religion, because of the culture, because of the environment that we grew up. Not similar. This is the biggest issue. There are two different people. So people want to do everything and chill and open-minded. And on the other hand, the opposite. People just want to follow the religion, want to follow the culture. And when the conflict happens, when those people want to do everything and those people don't want to do everything, so this is the biggest issue. So that's why the educational system needs to be straight, and everyone should follow just one path, not different cultures. And also for the feminists in Morocco, feminists and the conflict between girls and boys, men, women, a really big issue. Women in Morocco want to be not like Europe, but want to work, do everything, travel, work. They want their money to be equal. At the same time, they need a lot of advantages from the religion and from the culture. So this is not equal. For example, in Morocco, if you want to marry a girl, you should give her amount of money in the wedding and all that stuff. So, for example, in Italy, no, I don't think so.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
In some cultures, it's still potentially like that. So in Judaism, because I'm Jewish, when you get married,
We need to speak about it at this point.
yeah. But when
Your
you get married,
experience.
when you get married, you write something which is called the ketubah, which is literally a contract. It doesn't hold value today anymore, but it's a contract that says how much money the husband is buying the wife for.
Yeah.
It's just cultural now. It's a tradition. You don't actually exchange money anymore, but people used to. People used to give money literally to the wife. So it was basically you were buying the person.
Yeah, it still happens in Morocco, but start changing that from money to a gift, like gold, give her gold or something. And the problem here is if you want to be like the man in everything, so why you ask for the money? Are you agree with me or not?
Yeah, I don't think there should be any money involved.
Yeah, but in Morocco, the opposite. They need amount of money, maybe bigger, a lot of advantages from the culture, from the religion, and also they need to look like the man and to act as the man and do everything. And
Give me another example.
For example, if I want to marry you, okay, you are a Moroccan girl. If I want to marry you, if I don't want you to work, it's okay. You need to agree with that. If not, we'll decide to stop, right?
Yeah.
But in Morocco, you agree with me that you will not work. We marry and wedding and that stuff, and we spend a couple months, and then you will say to me, I want to work. I say no. So you agree with that. And you go to the government, the lawyer, and all that stuff. The country with you, so you are free. But at the beginning, we agree, so you stop working. And this is the biggest issue. A lot of girls, a lot of women in Morocco change their mind after the wedding. So they want to secure their life, they want kids, and they change their mind after that. And the country, the government, give all the right to the men, to the women, not the men.
You think that's wrong?
What do you think?
It's interesting because I think it's right, for example.
Really?
First of all, why would a man not want the woman to work?
A lot of causes. Because
Give me an example.
For example, me, I want to protect my woman. So I don't want someone or boss see my wife or look at him or do something. I will kill him. Absolutely. Yeah, so it's different cultures from Europe and Morocco. But we are super, we can say,
Conservative.
conservative, yeah.
Strict.
Strict, exactly, yes. We're super strict about that. So the women is our wives. It's a red line. You can't touch her and you can't do anything. So when you want to work, so maybe that's gonna happen. And it's dangerous for me and for my life because I will do something foolish to someone.
She cannot work because you could do something dangerous to the man that looks at her if he looks at her.
Not looks, but if he did something.
What if she works with only women?
This is also a big taboo in Morocco. Most of jobs, just the women there. There's no men. I don't know why. Obviously, because women work with a salary lower than the men, and there's no charges or a family to spend but I don't know, maybe sexual things. Yeah.
If women want to work, is for a sexual thing?
No, not 100% if I'm a boss. Not me, but if someone boss. So prefer women rather than men. Because men are straight, but the women sometimes need kisses, sometimes need hugs. And this is also taboo in Morocco.
To hug or PDA? PDA, it's public display of affection. You cannot do that.
No, no, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
In Morocco, no.
Yeah. I think this is an interesting conversation because I feel...
Yeah, it's different culture.
Of course it is about different cultures and it can come from so many different things, but I feel like in today's world, I think we see this kind of situations potentially very dangerous for women. Because if you don't work, you have no independence, right? And cannot do anything but being a mother, for example, or being a wife. And if you are in an abusive relationship where your husband hits you, for example, or you're just not happy, you have no way of get out of it because you will starve in the streets. You have kids, you cannot do it. So for a lot of women, getting financial independence means also to be free to live their relationship if you're not happy. Of course, you can say no one leaves a relationship. Some cultures, including Christianity, for example, they see divorce as really bad. But it's really important to be independent in that way.
You can't work from your home and make money?
You could, but why not work for someone else? What's wrong with that?
Why you want to go out and work for someone else?
To meet people.
You
can have friends.
You can meet everyone from your laptop.
But it's not the same thing. You realize that.
So you need hugs, you need kisses, you need...
No, you need people. I'm a social creature. I need people. I need to talk to people. I need to socialize. I don't want to stay in my house the whole day. I will get depressed.
Yeah, obviously.
I want to go out. I want to work. I want to see other people. It doesn't have to be sexual. Like, I hope if I'm married that my boss will respect it. The way you said it is, I don't want you, woman, to go out because he could do something to you. I agree. He shouldn't be doing something to her. But it's him to punish, not her. I think we should teach men not to harass women. We shouldn't teach women not to go out. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. But anyways,
I agree.
you said that social media is a taboo. Your audience is mainly like the Arab world because your content is in Arabic only.
My content about education. I want to fix the educational issues. So if you have strong-minded people and if you have really people intelligent, Moroccan people are intelligent, in fact, but we need to know a lot of things. For example, the language. So we use French language, useless language. Who is using French language? We need to teach our kids English language first. This is also something that we need to change. But because of the economy, which is related to France and also the occupation. Yes, colonization and occupation also. That causes a lot of things that it's accumulate and yeah, but nowadays Morocco starts innovating. So if you search for the word Morocco and compare with France, it's more than France.
Wow.
Yes.
Like the searches.
Yes. First time in history.
Wow.
Yes, it never happened in the past, but first time in history. So now something changed. But obviously a lot of things to change. And from them the content and also the TikTok lives and we speak about the women and girls. You are not agree with me with I think you have the idea of there's no problem to show the woman or the girl her body.
I don't believe it if it's forced. I don't think it should be. But if it's your choice.
But it's easy way to make money.
But what's wrong with that?
There is no value, you know?
But
What is the value?
I just said it. There could be, it depends on what they're doing. I'm not saying, for example, a lot of people find valuable seeing just people dancing. I don't see that valuable, but TikTok is a lot about dancing. Where's the value in that? I don't know. I don't see the value, but like people enjoy it. The value for them is entertainment, right?
But no, not too much entertainment. So I give you an example.
I agree.
Two girls, one gives educational advices and the other show her body and say stupid shit on front of the camera and answer stupid comments. So the problem is not for her, the impact, the next generation, the kids, all the kids watch the TikTok. So this is the biggest problem. So if something or just one idea, super bad, you give this idea to a kid or whatever,
Yeah.
so it's dangerous.
No, I agree. I think there is a lot of bad content out there. And one of the reasons why I started also my content was because I thought there was a lot of content out there that's just bad. I do think it should be regulated to a certain degree. And let's just pause for a second. Zouhair has just crossed over 1 million followers across all platforms.
Yeah.
So obviously what you're doing is valuable. There is a response.
Yeah, of course. There is no value. People didn't.
Right. Where do you think is the value? And then the follow-up question is, if someone would like to do what you're doing, what would be your main advice?
Okay, so as I say, my content about education and specifically advice is about how to use your life, how to use the maximum and to reach your full potential, and specifically about languages, also French language and English language. That's why we need to know what other people, how other people think and the ideas of other people, not just in Morocco, not just Arabic. We need to know different cultures and we need to know different religions also. So a lot of things that just one book can change your life. Are you agree with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if I share a reason from a book, for example, with you and with a lot of people, and you like this idea or this advice and you start reading the whole book, this is a big change. And this is exactly what I really want. I really want to do impact. So, because the content, not for money. Yeah, if the money comes, it's okay. But the real reason is the impact. Because when I realized that maybe I will reach the 70 or 80 years old near my wife. And so at that time, nothing mattered. We have a lot of money. Okay, what's all? What's next? When I reach my YouTube channel and I see the content and the comments that I received when I was 25 or 24 years old, and the change and the impact that I did to other people, that's really amazing and really true. I can't describe the feeling that you receive. It's really amazing. When I receive some comments like, thank you so much for this advice, I follow your advice and change a lot of things in my life. Wow, this is the real happiness. So what is happiness for you?
What is happiness for
Yeah.
me? Oh, that's a big question. What is happiness? The feeling of peace, feeling like everything is aligned. So I have to feel healthy, first of all. I have to feel like I'm doing something purposeful. And love definitely has to be part of it. Yeah. Financial stability, I guess. Yeah. But all of them combined.
You don't want kids?
I don't know yet. Maybe if I meet the right person, I will. But right now, no. Do you want to get married? When is the good time in Morocco to get married? Like, how old are usually people when they get married?
It depends to financial things and knowledge that you have, and obviously it's the environment as well. But the age for girls between 21 to 25, but most of them marry at 26. The average, that's good, because if you reach 26 in Morocco, you get a lot of pressure from the environment, from the family, for the girls as well, of course.
Yeah.
And this is also a bad thing.
But it's also the same for guys. Do the guys get the same pressure?
No.
No.
So at that point, I agree with you. Because the culture need the girl, someone to protect her, to support her. Yes, I'm with the emotional support, but not all the support. And put a lot of pressure on girl and, oh, you need to marry, need to marry, need to marry. No, that's bad.
Could be the reason why they get married and say yes to whatever the husband asks, and then they change their mind. Maybe they didn't want it in the beginning in the first place, but they were feeling so pressure from the society to get married that
Unfortunately, yes.
you have to agree to things you don't really want.
Yes. Not all, but yes, a big percentage from them. Yes, and this is really, we need to change. How to change that?
I think it's education. It's what you said. I think it starts from education, but it starts from telling men that it's okay if women want to work, that you don't need to protect a woman in the physical sense. You can do it emotionally. You can do it physically if she needs a hug, but women don't necessarily need that kind of protecting. I mean, women is a big word. Some women do, some others don't. We're all different. But I feel like if protection becomes a prison, then you need to escape from that prison, and you do it in any possible way that you can. So it can become like suffocating. It has to be a choice. You have to want it.
Yeah.
Maybe the woman doesn't want to work, and that's okay. But it has to be a choice. It can't be forced.
Sure. I have no problem if my wife wanted to work.
But you just said you would get crazy if she works with a man.
Yeah. Let me continue. And I have no problem if her boss said to him something foolish, or kiss her, or hug her, or do some sexual activities because I am the boss. So yeah.
So you're not gonna allow her to work anyways.
Yeah, of course. If she want to work, I will be the boss. I will be the boss of the company. So no one else uh, can do it. I have no idea about if one day my wife gonna work for someone else, because I start overthinking. I said, "Oh, what does she do that?"
Is she allowed to think the same about you? You work with women. You shouldn't go out and go and work with other people?
Boss, I'm the man.
What does that mean?
I'm the man because you can't in Morocco. So it's different culture. In Morocco, the women can't protect herself too much. So it's dangerous. Unfortunately, I don't think that in some other places, but most of Arab countries, in fact. That's why, and I know other men and the thoughts of the other men, and this is really bad
How do you know? The thoughts of other people. Are you in their heads?
because I'm a man also.
Do you think other men will think like you?
So we all have common, and we speak with each other, so we know a lot of things about each other.
But
But the women or girls never know about it.
but what if women think about this exact same things?
No, I don't think.
But you're not a woman.
If my wife, gorgeous and super beautiful, it's hard to protect herself. It's really hard. And I want to marry a gorgeous girl. Why not? A lot of men try to reach her.
What if we teach men that it's not okay to
Yeah, exactly.
harass women?
So, and we need to change the educational system and the culture, and that's take time.
So you say, in the meanwhile, we change education, I'm still going to keep my conservative and strict thoughts.
Not really.
But you just said yes.
Yeah, but not 100%.
So you're flexible to change your mind.
To change my mind from what?
From, for example, if one day we slowly will teach women that it's okay and it's safe to work, and we'll teach men that it's not okay to touch women, for example, and that things change, will you allow your daughter, for example, to work for someone else?
I think that's never gonna happen
Why not?
because of a lot of things. Number one is the religion, and this is very important. The religion, it's illegal. It's illegal first to hang out or to, I think all the religions, not just Islam, you don't need to sleep with anyone without marriage. Is that right?
Before marriage, you're not supposed to have sex. Yeah.
Have sex, but in Islam, this is really line.
You think it's more about culture or more about religion? Because I think it's more about culture.
So it's the culture mixed with the religion. We follow the culture is the religion. So this is the big conflict. But they are aligned. It's really hard, super hard to be like if you want to do, you have your own religion, it's okay, but we have the rules of the country. So do the religion in your home.
Okay, but I can tell you that, for example, Italy is a Christian country, right? And it had very strict rules. A lot of women weren't working 50 years ago, and today they are. But
how about you? And why you need to work if someone else could afford your lifestyle, afford everything you want?
because I want my financial independence.
Why you need your financial independence? That means you think that if you break up, I think you have your own money and you are safe. This is bad idea.
Why?
This is really bad because you start with a negative idea. What if? What if? Why you keep that idea inside of your head if you really love this person and if you really think that you will continue with the person until the end of your life?
Because I can't control the other person. I can be totally in love with one person, and after 5 years, something happens and he becomes a different person. And I don't want the person in my life anymore. I cannot control other people's lives, but I can control my own life. If this person in 5 years, which I could have never seen coming, even if I'm super in love, he starts beating me or something doesn't work in our relationship, I need to get out for my own safety. And if I don't have money, I cannot do that. And I'm forced to stay in a very toxic relationship. It doesn't even have to be that extreme. I feel like having the option to get out of a relationship is really important. But it's not just a relationship. What if I don't want a relationship at all? I need to work. What if my husband dies?
Yeah, this is.
And I have no money. And I have to marry someone else right away. Maybe that I don't love because I have no money. But it's not just about financial independence. I enjoy
It's
working.
all that bad thoughts.
But
Just
life is unpredictable.
scenarios inside of your head.
Yeah, but as I said, there are scenarios that you need to consider. When you do something big for your life, you consider all the options. We pay insurance because if something happens, we are covered. Is that a bad thought? Sure. But if it happens, because life is unpredictable and it's not just up to you, then you are covered.
Yes.
If it was just up to me, for sure. But when you're in a relationship, it's not just up to you. It's you and another person.
Yeah.
What if he wants to get out of a relationship? Maybe he doesn't want to be with me anymore. What do I do?
So why you don't want to search for a solution and to not to fix the other person, but help him to back to the person that you really love?
But what if your husband starts beating you? There's no way, no going back.
That's why when you need to search for a person who has strong beliefs, and you need to yes, you need to know the beliefs of other people.
That doesn't work, unfortunately. I don't think any woman marries a person thinking that he's gonna beat her up. You know what I mean? No one would marry a person knowing that you are going to beat me. People think you're marrying the right person. Of course, like you marry the person that loves you and then things change.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to do that. I think it's really important. And then if you choose not to work, that's okay. I'm not saying you should work, you should be forced to work. If you want to stay home, no problem. But having independence in a relationship, I think it's also very healthy because a relationship is two people working for it, where you depend on each other. And what I like is, for example, one time you pay, one time I pay. That is equal for me.
What if you really love someone?
Yeah.
And agree that you will never work again, and after 5 years, 6 years, you change, not him. And after that, you wanna work.
I think that's good.
Why? Why that's good?
Because
So you are lying.
no, because maybe today I don't want to work.
You don't
But
need
also-
to change your mind after that.
Why not? People change their mind. I just told you, people change their mind all the time. That's the problem.
No, but those are beliefs.
But also, as I said, most likely, I did want to work 5 years before. But in order to get married, because I feel pressure from society, I have to get married. I will agree to anything. Because otherwise, society will see me as a piece of garbage because I'm not married and I'm 26 already.
Yeah.
And I'm forced to marry, and therefore I'll say yes to anything. But that's not what I really want. For me, like, a guy that asked me, like, never to work in my life, obviously that wouldn't work for me. Because you don't control my life. I control my life.
Oh.
What if I asked you not to ever work? What if I'm super rich, and I want to marry you, and I'm saying, but I don't want you to ever work? All the YouTube, all the content that you're doing, no. And then you can marry me.
No.
No, why not?
Why not? Because I will lose my true job. Not job, my true personality.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of our identity is based on what we do
Yeah.
and on our purpose. So why would you ask that to a woman?
Difference.
How is it different? For me, my job is my purpose. Of course, it also gives me financial independence, but my job is my purpose, is my reason to wake up and do something good for the world. And if you ask me to give up that for love,
I agree with that.
is that right?
You have to do but the place that you are work and the work that you do. For example, don't say to me that you need to, I want to marry you, but I will work. Okay, what's your job? I'm a porn star. What?
Good for you. And we agree to disagree, and that's okay. I just want to ask you this. To someone that would like to start today, it's like, hey, listen, Z, you got to 1 million followers in less than 2 years. How do I do that? What would be like your number one advice?
First, the value.
It has to be valuable.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
And also, the key is consistency. So if you are not consistent, so content creation not for you. Obviously, you need to be consistent, and the algorithms and YouTube and Instagram algorithm as well prefer people who are consistent rather than the others.
Yeah.
Yes, consistency is the best, and quality of the video also, editing. So the voice should be clear. One quote from Mr. Beast when I was 0 followers. I hear this quote and really like it, and I apply this quote and it works for me. So the quote is, you have to imagine yourself in a challenge from 0 to the 100 video, and each video change 1% and make this video 1% better than your last video. And when you reach the video number 100, I promise you your content will be in a different way. And compare with your first video and last video, you will see a huge difference. Your first video, I think, miserable and bad and felt shy, nervous, whatever. But your videos now, there is no fear, there's nothing. Learn by doing. So the more content you produce, the more professional that you become.
So improve every day. Small improvements every time.
Yes,
basically.
yes. Small improvement. I highly recommend the book Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
We've been at it for an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
It's 10 minutes.
I know. Z, is there any closing sentence that you would like to tell our audience?
Your audience, not my audience.
Your audience, our audience, both
Our
of
audience.
us. Yeah. The world.
The world. My advice is always imagine yourself 20 years old.
20 years older.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you want your kids say about you? The kids of your kids also. Because for me, this is our really mission in this life, is to help other people. If Thomas Edison or Albert Einstein decided to lay on the couch and watch TV and do nothing, now we didn't have electricity, for example, or there is no TV because of there is no Tesla. And if those people decided to do nothing, so we will live a miserable life. So that's why the life is super, super long. We live a really small life. 20, 70, 60, it's really small. So you need to do something that, and you are taught to continue and to help other people, not doing shitty content. So your face is very valuable. Your face is really valuable. So don't lose your reputation, your personal brand for shitty things or making small amount of money. So you need to do impact and to do a correlation between your face and good stuff to other people and help your family and other families as well.
What's your biggest goal?
My biggest goal is to reach the $1 billion company, but for education and change a lot of things in Africa. If you become a successful podcaster and make a lot of money, so promise me to create some schools in Africa and to create and to help other people there.
I will fund the feminist movement in Morocco.
Yes, obviously. Yeah. No, not feminist. Okay, no problem. Just do it.
Okay, Z, thank you so much.
No, thank you so much.
And to everybody, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, do all the things that take zero effort and are free, but they help us a lot.
Yeah.
So
Subscribe.
thank you so much. I'll see you all next week.
See you.
Bye-bye.
See you.